The rate at which people are so much in love with overnight success story, especially in this generation, is becoming very alarming. That's why you have a lot of young people not ready to build, not ready to pass through the process of building, forgetting that this is where the real foundation is being laid. You know, overnight success story has made it sound so magical and has made it look so glamorous, and it feels as though one moment you're unknown and the next moment you're being celebrated. But what the stories really show, or the part that people don't really pay attention to, is how fragile overnight success can be. Because you know what? Real success doesn't arrive in a rush. It grows quietly. It shows up when no one is applauding, when progress feels painfully slow, and when quitting would have even been easier than continuing. You see that moment? That's the real process. Now, let me tell you something. Any type of success that is built overnight is never sustainable because it hasn't been tested by time, it hasn't been tested by pressure, and it hasn't been tested by failure. Because you see, time, pressure, and failure, these are non-negotiable factors on your path to success. Now, think of a tree. The ones that grows the fastest always have the weakest roots, such that when the storm comes, they fall. But you see those trees that takes years to grow, hence stretching their roots deep into the ground. These ones, they have the ability to stand firm. Even when the storm gets violent, you know, they have the capacity to withstand it. Guess what? That's how success works. That's why in today's generation, you have a lot of young boys who are into some cyber stuff, you know, like the Yahoo boys. They cash out a reasonable amount of money, but nothing tangible can be done with this money. Not because the money can be produced, but because the successful mind is not there. You know, the world has really defined success to be based off of how much you have in your account. But let me tell you something, the real success is defined by your mind. Because before the work ever shows the result, the mind must be shaped right. It is always discipline before motivation. It is always patience before reward. It is always clarity before action. There are no two ways about it. So your mind must be more right than your work, because your work only reflects what the mind believes. A confused mind will definitely create inconsistent effort, and no results can be gotten from inconsistency. But when the mind is focused, what it creates is momentum, and that's what's most important. So, you know, in the path to success, there will be days when progress is going to feel invisible. There's going to be days when you are going to wake up and question the effort that you're putting on, if it really matters. There are going to be days when things are not just going to seem right. Guess what? Those days are not setbacks. Those days are the process. Those are the days that are strengthening your thinking, they are sharpening your decisions, and they are teaching you how to endure. So one thing about real success is that it is built when you keep showing up without guarantees. When you improve a little each day, that's consistency. When you learn, when you adjust, and when you stay committed long after the excitement fades, that period, that's when the real success is being built. You know, you stay committed to this for long enough, and over time, what once felt slow becomes unstoppable. And when the real success finally arrives, it doesn't collapse. You know why? Because it was not rushed. It was built over time. So if there is anything you're building today and you have success in mind in the long run, just keep doing what you're doing. Over time, you will see the results.